Hey guys, welcome back to TTMR. We're back with me and Sean, and today we will be reviewing the movie Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers, directed by Akiva Schaffer, the same man who brought you the noteworthy films Grown Ups 2 and Palm Springs.
Before going on talking about this movie and how we think about it, it is first important for us to discuss the basic summary of the movie. The premise of this movie is Chip and Dale live in a world where cartoons and humans live alongside one another, and one of their former castmates from the original series, Chip and Dale Rescue Rangers, has reported missing, and Chip and Dale must team up to find him. This movie begins with a flashback scene of Chip and Dale meeting each other, and goes through until a certain day on the original show when Dale wanted to work on a new project called 00 Dale. We are told how the two series failed shortly after, and we cut to the present. Monty calls Chip to his apartment, where he explains to him what trouble he is in with a certain gang and his cheese addiction. Chip leaves, however, after Dale shows up, not wanting to work with him after what had happened with the original series. However, once Monty goes missing, Chip and Dale must work together again to find out where Monty is before he gets bootlegged. And yes, this is actually the premise of the movie, and it's amazing. They eventually find the cheese manufacturers of the cheese that Monty had been buying from, and eventually find that an old Peter Pan who has now gotten into the bootlegging business after getting too old to keep playing his iconic role. After a series of goofs and adventures, Chip and Dale reach their final destination, where they are trapped in a bootlegging machine but barely miss being transformed. In the final part of the film, the head of the police turns out to be on the side of Peter, which is surprising, but his efforts still fail anyway. Peter then takes parts of many other characters to bootleg himself in the climax of the final battle, where Peter is defeated and Monty is finally found.
Holy, this movie is insane. The plot is hilarious. I mean, they have to stop an illegal bootlegging mafia run by a fat old Peter Pan. If this isn't the funniest thing you've heard all day, then I don't know what to say. The characters are well written, and the cameos and nods to other shows or movies are incredible. There are too many even to mention. The visuals and story are also much better than I initially expected. This movie is definitely a 10 out of 10, and I would recommend everyone to watch it.
Max has put into words exactly how I feel about this movie. It's hilarious and just a good time. This isn't a movie where you gotta think too hard about the reasoning and why things happen the way they do, simply because this movie is just meant to be plain fun, which is completely fine and awesome for a movie to be. Even going in with high expectations, I still was surprised upon watching the actual film.
Touching on what I said earlier, the cameos are insane. There are too many for me to name all of them, but I'll name a few of my personal favorites, such as the Hollywood stars for Squidward, Yogi Bear, and Samurai Jack, the parts for Shenron from Dragon Ball Z, Tigra from the failed Avengers United They Stand cartoon from the 90s, the Three Little Pigs and Roger Rabbit, Scrooge McDuck, and Paul Rudd. And last but certainly not least, Ugly Sonic. Words cannot describe how hilarious this character is. Look at him. He's back. The return of that ugly human-looking Sonic.
With all that has been said up till now, it is probably already clear what our rating is, but here it is anyway. I rated this movie with a 10 out of 10, and Max also rated this with a 10 out of 10. Of course, by combining these scores together, we get a 10 out of 10 or 100%.
To wrap everything up, this movie is a fun package of cameos, action, laughs, and animation. You cannot have a bad time while watching this movie, no matter how young or old you may be. This movie overall is just absolutely incredible. There's not a bad thing that I could say about it. All of the little Easter eggs and nods to other media are awesome, and I love to see the recognition of these characters and art styles. The music, animation, and development are all amazing. This is easily one of the best movies I've watched this year, and I cannot say it enough. Everyone should go watch this movie. So with that being said,
That has been our review of the movie Chip 'n Dale Rescue Rangers. Remember that this is just our opinion, so you don't necessarily have to believe everything that is said here.
we hope you all have an amazing rest of your day, and if you enjoyed, you could like or subscribe to help us out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.